Hello everybody, I'm Bristow. This is Ellitopia Gaming and welcome to another First Play episode. I was recently reading an article about the 17 best indie games of our time, and there was one on that list that I realised that I had forgotten to play, and that is this one, Sunless Sea. This is it's an adventure game. It's kind of a sandbox RPG, open world. It's kind of a mishmash of genres, this one, but it does involve permadeath and like a succession kind of mechanic, similar to games like Rogue Legacy, if you've played that, where you might lose the captain of your boat, but he is replaced by another captain who has some of the knowledge, some of the experience, and of course the benefit of your own knowledge as the player to push him forward further in the game. This is a very kind of psychological game, and I'm quite looking forward to getting my hands on it. I've not touched it. This is a first play episode, so my rules are I haven't touched it. And well, we're going to have a look and see what we get. Obviously, we're going to have a look at the tutorial. I presume. I believe it's got a tutorial. So let's have a look at this and see what we've got. If your hull reaches 0, your ship will sink. Well, that makes sense to me. Obviously, this game takes place on a ship, a boat of some description. And we are the captain. Captain's making. 3 decades ago in the region of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Oh, in the reign of Victoria, sorry, not the region of Victoria. There is a region in London called Victoria. But in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Stolen by bats? How does something get stolen by bats? I don't know. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee, also known as the Undersea. Choose a past, decide who you were, and what you want to be. Okay, sounds good to me. You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Who were you? Now you're a captain. Now you belong to the Untersee, but who were you before? A street urchin, a poet, or a veteran of the campaign of 68? Okay. A street urchin. Your urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. This will give you a bonus to veils, the skill of subtlety and evasion. So that would be playing as a sneak. A poet, educated and articulate. You seek sensation at sea. How lucky you had a legacy to spend. Your long-vanished father had a rich patron, it seems. This will give you a bonus to pages, the skill of trickery and knowledge. So that's kind of the smart aleck kind of approach. And then veteran of the campaign of 68, you fought in the invasion of hell. London's armies lost, you survived. Your loot and your pension have brought you a command. This will give you a bonus to iron, the skill of causing direct damage. Oh, there's more of them, okay. An ordained past. You fell from grace. There is nothing left ashore for you. An anonymous benefactor has found this way out for you. Perhaps at Z you can overcome your appetites. This will give you a bonus to hearts, the skill of healing and morale. And a natural philosopher. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight brought you down to the Neath, the cavern where London lies, and now they take you out to Z. This will give you a bonus to mirrors, the skill of detection and perception. I quite like the idea of the street urchin. So this is, we had a life of crime, we're getting ourselves out of a life of crime based on the big score, the last big job that we did. And we have a bonus to subtlety and evasion. So let's go with that. Oh, hello. Who are you? Longshanks Gunner. There we go. That's what we've been given. Your friend, another Longshanks, knows a little of gunnery. Only a little, but she can help. Talk to her. Find out why she went to Z. So we gained Longshanks Gunner. We gained 25 veils. We gained 10 echo. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they are. You were a street urchin, you're now a Z captain. You're a stranger, quality has... Oh, sorry, you're a stranger, quality has gone. Welcome to the world. Continue. Okay. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. Your father was lost at Z. You never knew him, but you often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales. Learn all you can of the Z. Write a masterpiece. Retire. Wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family perhaps. Or a private kingdom. Establish a colony where you are absolute ruler. A utopia perhaps. Perhaps. You can't choose this now, but you may find an opportunity to switch to it later in the game. Interesting. I think we're going to go for... Father's Bones doesn't make sense if we're a street urchin. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales. Would a street urchin do that? I don't know. I think the street urchin would probably go for wealth. So let's go for wealth. The Untersee is full of riches, death and darkness too, but it's worth the gamble. To win, gather a substantial retirement fund, upgrade your lodgings to a mansion and retire. An occurrence, your objective ambition quality is now retire to a life of luxury. The last scrap, my goodness, there's a lot to set up to start this game. The last scrap of paperwork. Captain, an irregularity with the Harbour Master's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore. This will determine what people call your captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. Okay, so Madame, more Z captains choose this than you might expect. Sir, citizen, a term of address popular among those of egalitarian sentiments. My lord, perhaps you really do come from a noble family, who's to know? My lady, perhaps you really do come from a noble family, who's to know? And you're female. Captain will do perfectly well ashore as well as at sea. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we'll stick with captain. I don't know what difference it really means, but we will be addressed as captain when we are ashore. Last piece of advice. Explore. Take chances. This captain will probably die. The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. So, addressed as quality is now captain. Continue. Choose our name. Okay, we're going to be L without the semicolon. We're a street urchin. Let's see if we can pick something that looks sufficiently street urchin-y. That's a mummy. That looks kind of street urchin-y. That one looks like a beat up street urchin. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. That's going to be our head, and we are going to be called L, of course. Accept. There we are. So there's us and Longshanks Gunner. She doesn't appear to have a name. Who are you? Comatose Ferret. Mostly it's immobile. Occasionally it's feral. Hearts +1. Oh, okay, we have a ferret as a mascot. Fallen London. Deep, dark and marvellous. All voyages start here. And this is where successful voyages end. Advice for captains, your lodgings, London. Okay, here you can catch up with your correspondence, rest or retire altogether from seafaring life. So let's have a look at our lodgings. Read the morning papers, the Unexpurgated Gazette. Unexpurgated Gazette. The magazine, formerly known as the London Magazine. The Spiteful Trumpeter News. Unlocked with no more than 0 recent news. With no more than 0 recent... What? Okay, read the morning papers. News from abroad. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. London colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. The Untersee, the papers report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't, you'd know. Oh-ho! A promotional coupon from Miss Plenty's Provisioners for a half cask of salt herring. You could use that. So we've gained some supplies. And we have recent news, okay? Visit study is locked. That's locked. That's locked. That's locked. Back to the rest of the city. Or you could click the London card on the right. What? Okay, we'll just hit go. Continue. London. Right, she's the greatest city of the Undersea, and you don't forget it. Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. They pay for information from Z captains. Find out what... and how. Okay, they pay for information. That sounds good. Unlocked with favours. Admiralty. They'll pay for informations. Okay. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports and trade them in here. The first time you trade in a port report, you'll gain Admiralty's favour. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Well, if we can be assured of your discretion, ask to speak to a higher authority. Do you have an appointment? Leave the Admiralty. You don't have anything else for us. Okay, so we can be... Blah, blah, blah. Ask if there's anything in particular you need. So I'm guessing this will give us a quest of some description. Unlocked with favours. Admiralty's favour, no more than 2. Unlocked when objective and Admiralty commission is no current commission. Okay, so we have no commission and we have no Admiralty's favours, so we have this option available to us. Speak to our agent there and return... where? Sorry. This port. Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station, somewhere not far from home waters. So that's our first port of call. Continue. Perhaps not, I think, is our response there. Advice for captains. My goodness, there is a lot to read in this game. Sell this book. No, okay, we'll keep hold of that for later. So, we've got to go to... Where was it? I've forgotten where it was already. Oh, what's this? Your journal. Objectives and story progress are on the right-hand side. Mouse over an icon. Right, okay. So, a room above... Where do you hang your hat in London? Your past, a street urchin. Oh, I see. This is information. Right, so our objective is ambition, and we have a minor objective to visit the named port, which is Iron and Misery Company funging station. So I think we want to get moving, don't we? It must be about time for us to go. So this is our current ship, the Sojourner. Hull 75, capacity 40, weight 1,000, quarters 10, ship slots, deck, auxiliary, bridge and engines. So I'm guessing that's upgrade slots. 1,000 echoes is the sale value. So echoes is clearly the ship currency. All of those are priced in echoes. Where do we see, what have we got? We've got hearts, which I gather is our health, veils, pages, mirrors, iron, and crew. So where's our echoes? How do we know how many echoes we have? Engine temperature, hunger, terror. Is it somewhere else? Oh, there it is. 60 echoes are currently... That's the currency of fallen London. Echoes, eh? How interesting. Our cargo is 10 fuel, 6 supplies. Ah, there's the echoes. We have an Invictus token. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. You are in unforgiving mode with no save slots besides the basic autosave. You will lose this token if you switch from unforgiving to merciful mode. Okay. Advice for captain. This provides the advice snippet storylet. Sell it to remove this advice storylet. Okay. Recent news. Outlying colonies are often eager for this, so we can possibly sell the news. Okay. Officers, left click and drag to assign officers or right click to speak to them. Assigned officers give ability bonuses. Oh yes, we had to speak to our Longshanks, didn't we? Let's speak to... Alright, Captain. What do you want me to shoot at now? The Longshanks gunner is not the most distinguished of officers, but she'll do until you find someone better. Increase your iron. I'll swap you. We can't do that anyway. Ask her what she wants from life. Well, there you go. Let's do that. It's like the filth at Z, right? No one to tell you what to say or do, and no one to kick you downstairs. I don't know why she's a pirate. Maybe she's... I don't know. I don't know what accent she would have. Just because you got a little bit tall. She's also a bloke as well, by the sounds of things. I'll be faithful. I'll be a faithful officer, but put me ashore at the Shadow, and I won't forget you. The Shadow, okay. Khan's Shadow is east of Khanate proper in the east central Untersee. I'm guessing we'll find that later on. Continue. Okay, so she's kind of given us another minor mission to drop her off a particular port. These are the shops where we can buy fuel supplies, ship equipment, blah 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 blah. We only have 60 echoes at the moment, so we can't really afford anything. So I think it's time to let's go somewhere, shall we? Click the launch button to leave port. Where's the launch button? There it is. And we are off. WAS and D. Tap W twice to reach max speed. S to slow down or reverse, and use the A and D keys to steer. So there we go. A and D, left and right. And we can speed up. Here we go. Now the question is, do we have a map? That's Taverna's Abyss. Do we have any kind of map? Zebat? What's a Zebat? Oh, he's gone off to explore, I guess. Hunter's Keep is some distance to the northeast. Where's our chart then? Ah, there it is. Okay. Bad Taverna's Abyss. Hunter's Abyss, it was up there. That's what that found. Where were we heading to? I've forgotten already. Most icons have keyboard shortcuts. Mouse over them to see. Okay. Where's our journal? That's the Gazetteer. Journal. We're heading to Iron Misery Company Funging Station. Somewhere not far from home waters. So let's have a bit of an explore then. There's a fog of war kind of situation going on. After a short time at Z, a lamp icon will appear above the logbook. It means that opportunities await you at the next port. Where? I don't see a lamp icon. Or is that it? No, that's toggle lights. That's to turn our lights on and off. Oh, I see. Something awaits you in port. In what port? It doesn't actually say, does it? Bad Taverna's Abyss. Maybe we should head there. There's a boat there. There must be another port somewhere nearby. I love the graphics of this game. When you see green running lights on the ship, you are in dark and your crew's terror will increase. Watch the pips on the terror indicator. It increases faster when you're far from land. Don't let it reach 100. Okay. Fair enough. What have we got down here? Going to something here. That looks like a little port. Shall we go and investigate it? Murray Straits. Welcome to Murray Straits. Oh, what's this? Combat. You've encountered an opponent. The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your pro light. The deck gun will be highlighted as your crew makes progress towards a firing solution. Press space or close the tutorial to continue. So, oh, is that crab? Is that our opponent? Is that what it's saying? Your firing solution is ready. To attack your opponent, click on the deck weapon, which is there. Well, I hit it. I didn't kill it. He's definitely attacking me. I'm being attacked by a very, very large crab. Let's slow down, turn around. In fact, go backwards if we can. Ah, gotcha! Claiming your prize. You defeat your opponent. Move to the site of their demise to salvage something. Headlight. Your pro lights can be turned on and off. Leaving it on reduces the rate at which you gain Leaving it on reduces, but makes you more visible. Right, okay. The Megalops defeated. With the forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded, and bluish blood, bluish, that was red, gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies or dissect it for knowledge. A very modest challenge. Your page's quality gives you a 75% chance of success. So, do we go for the knowledge or do we butcher it for supplies? I think we can go for the supplies. Pale and salty meat. We've lost 24 hunger. Did we have hunger? Oh yeah. Well, there we go. We've eaten something. Okay. Quakers Haven. Let's head to Quakers Haven, shall we? Oh, it's gone misty. Circle of Light is a port. Go there for stories. This Circle of Light here, you mean? Click the dock button to visit the port. And there we go. We are visiting a port. Quakers Haven. Once this simple fishing village was part of our London suburbs before London fell and the waters rushed in. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Pick up a wretched mog. Explore the shore. Chat to fishermen. Visit the hilltop above the town. There's only one public house on the island. The Cock and Magpie is famed for its local cider and, of course, the Z food. We don't actually need food. We only have a little bit of hunger at the moment. Meow, meow. A yellow-eyed, mangy piebald thing winds around your ankles like a manacle chain. Manacle or monocle? Okay. You've never seen a cat's mouth open that wide, presumably. It's hungry. This is a mascot, one variety of officer. Well, we have a mascot. It's a ferret at the moment. What does this cat give us? We don't have a wretched mog. Sometimes lurking on the docks of London. Unlocked with 3 supplies, which we have 5. Shall we pick up a mog? Go on, let's have a ship's cat, shall we? So we've lost 3 supplies. Oh, I see. So it cost us those supplies. We've lost 3 supplies and we've picked up a new cat. Appoint your new mascot by dragging him from the officers tab to his slot at the top of the screen. So officers. So we can only have one mascot at a time. There we go. He gives us +2 iron, which I think is a combat thing. That gives us hearts. Well, there we go. We've picked up a cat. Explore the shore. Wander a little way along the shore. We wander a little way along the shore. Aha! Take a stroll along the beach. Perhaps the Z has brought you something. A smooth, dark surface. Something glinting just a bottle glass. A nasty glob of goo. It lies in the shingle like a discarded heart. The remnants of a shipwreck. What's washed up here? Unlocked when something awaits you. Okay, so we'll go for that because we've got that opportunity. Boxes of biscuits. Okay, we've gained 6 supplies. Okay, that's covered the cost of the cat. Murgatroyd's fungal crackers. An awful lot of them. One must hope that you enjoy fungal crackers or have an extremely hungry parrot. Chat to the fishermen. Should we pick up some stories? We have an echo. We have no more port reports from Quaker Haven, so we can do this one. Pirates playing the waves, smugglers at their work, Carnati ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. Continue. So that is a story that we can sell back to the Admiralty. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Go on, we might as well do that as well. We've lost 20 echo. Really? That cost us that much? Okay. We've lost 1 terror. Where's our terror? There. Okay. So that keeps our crew sane. We won't do that again then. So we have a secret. We have a port report. We have a secret. Where did we get that from? Discuss secrets with your officers to improve your skills. You can speak to your officers by right-clicking. Okay, so speak to. Increase your iron. Oh, I see. We can do this one now. So we've got a secret to discuss. And unlocked with iron no more than 49. We have 28, so let's go for that. Spending secret will improve your iron, but no higher than 50. We've gained 1 iron, and we've lost the secret. Okay. We've already asked her what she wants from life, so that's that bit done. Anything else in the hold that we've not known about? No, we've got recent news. Officers' shops. Harbour provisioners. Fuel and supplies. We're okay on fuel at the moment. We're okay on supplies by the looks of it, and this isn't far from home. So let's. Oh, it's turned us around automatically. That's good. So let's launch again, and we will head back to London. See if we can sell that story. go. And then I think we'll call this the end of the first play episode. Just a little snippet of this game. I'm liking the look of it. I might have to play it a little bit more to get a little bit more familiar with it. If you'd like me to record myself doing that and post that up on this channel, then please don't forget to let me know in the comments. And of course, if you could like this video, hit that thumbs up, and that will help me out too. But for the moment, we're going to head back to this dock, back to where we started, and see if we can sell the information that we picked up. Let's get to that little circle. Slow ourselves down and dock. There we go. Oh, the revenue men. Her Enduring Majesty's Customs Service works closely with both the Ministry of Public Decency and the Masters of the Bazaar. Today they have selected you for an inspection. Great. Don't cheek them. Let them do their worst, you have nothing to hide. This will also reduce your suspicion if your suspicion is 5 or more. Where's our suspicion? With no more than 0 romantic literature, no unstamped creative human souls, unlocked with no more than unstamped crate of brilliant souls, unlocked with no more than 0 sunlight-filled mirror catch box. Okay. Where's our suspicion then? I've not seen that statistic anywhere. Pay the customs duty, so that would cost us echoes. They need to know every little trinket you set something aside. Gives you a 100% chance of success. So this is some way out of the search. We've got nothing to hide though, so it would reduce our suspicion, but I don't know where our suspicion is. Maybe it's... I don't know. Oh well. We haven't got any suspicion, so let's go for this. It's a straightforward challenge, so let's go. The freest of trades. They tramp up and down your freshly mopped stairwells in their nasty boots. They poke and pry and prod, but they find nothing. You succeeded in a Veils challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. Okay, so that was an advantage of the character that we picked. Collect messages from the harbour master. All the clatter and song of the dockside. It soothes the soul. Are there messages for you here? Unlocked when favours a proposal from a man of business is. Unlocked with terror no more than 50. Okay. Collect messages. What's this? Right, that's all for now. You'll find a story when you next make port. You'll receive this from time to time as you travel at Z. You now have one of this. Another day, a free evening. Precious time away from the captain's duties. How will you spend it? You get one of these each time you return to London. Another day, time, the healer. Your time at Z will change you and London. Something has changed in the Neath. Okay. Someone wants you to sign on. Okay, I have no idea what any of that means, but we'll roll with it. And as I say, that's where we're going to call this first play episode to an end. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this game by leaving a comment down below. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and check the description for ways that you can support Ellitopia Gaming. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been El Bristow, this has been Ellitopia Gaming, and you've been watching Sunless Sea, and I will see you next time. See you later.